Noah's Ark, a story of obedience and faith. A long, long time ago, the world was not a nice place. People had forgotten about God and were doing bad things. But there was one man who loved God. His name was Noah. God saw how bad the world had become. So he spoke to Noah and said,
"Noah, build a big boat called an ark. I will send a great flood, but you and your family will be safe."
Noah trusted God and started building the ark, just as God told him. People laughed at Noah and thought he was crazy. Why build a boat when there is no rain? But Noah obeyed God. Then something amazing happened. Animals from all around started coming, 2 by 2, just as God had said. When Noah and his family were safely inside, God shut the door. Then it began to rain, and rain, and rain. The whole earth was covered with water, but Noah, his family, and the animals were safe inside the ark. After 40 days and 40 nights, the rain stopped. Noah sent out a dove, and when it returned with a leaf, Noah knew the land was dry again. Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped out of the ark. Then God placed a beautiful rainbow in the sky.
This rainbow is my promise that I will never flood the whole earth again.
God kept his promise just like he always does. Noah trusted and obeyed God, even when others laughed at him. We can trust God too because he always keeps his promises. The end. Thank you for watching. David and Goliath, a story of bravery and faith. Long ago in the land of Israel, there was a young shepherd named David. He loved God and trusted him with all his heart.
God is my strength. I know he is always with me.
Is there no one brave enough to fight me? I am the strongest warrior of the Philistines.
He is too big. No one can defeat him.
Why is everyone afraid? God is with us.
David, you are just a boy. How can you fight this giant?
I have fought lions and bears while protecting my sheep. God helped me then, and he will help me now.
King Saul nods and gives David his armor, but it is too big.
I'll use what I know best, my sling and 5 smooth stones.
You are just a small boy. You think you can defeat me?
You come with a sword, but I come with the power of God.
David swings his sling, releases the stone, and it hits Goliath on the forehead. Goliath fell down with a loud thud.
David won. God helped him.
With faith in God, no challenge is too big.
And so David's bravery and trust in God helped him defeat the giant. This reminds us that no matter how big our problems are, with faith in God, we can overcome anything. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more amazing Bible stories. Daniel in the Lion's Den, a story of faithfulness and trusting God. Hi, kids. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to be brave and trust in God? Today, we're going to hear an exciting story about Daniel in the Lion's Den. It's a story about faithfulness, courage, and trusting God no matter what. Daniel was a faithful servant of God. He was also very wise, and the king of Persia, King Darius, trusted him a lot. But not everyone liked Daniel. Some of the other officials were jealous of him. The jealous officials wanted to get rid of Daniel, but they couldn't find anything wrong with him. So they came up with a sneaky plan.
Daniel prays to his God every day. Let's make a law that says people can only pray to King Darius.
Yes, and if anyone disobeys, they'll be thrown into the lion's den.
The officials tricked King Darius into signing a new law. No one can pray to any god except the king for 30 days. Anyone who disobeys will be thrown into the den of lions. But Daniel loved God and prayed to him every day. Would he stop praying? Daniel kept praying just as he always did. The officials caught him and ran to tell the king.
King Darius, Daniel broke the law. He was praying to his God instead of you.
The king loved Daniel and didn't want to punish him, but the law could not be changed. So Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. The king was worried all night and couldn't sleep, but Daniel wasn't afraid. He knew that God was with him. God sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths. The hungry lions didn't touch Daniel at all. At sunrise, King Darius ran to the den and called out,
Daniel, did your God save you?
Yes, O king. God sent his angel to protect me.
The king was so happy. He ordered Daniel to be brought out of the den. And guess what? Not a single scratch was on him. King Darius was so amazed that he made a new law.
Everyone must worship the one true God of Daniel. He is the living God, and he saves.
This story teaches us two important lessons: faithfulness and trusting God. Daniel stayed faithful to God no matter what. Even in the scariest moments, God is always with us. Did you enjoy this story? Remember, always trust in God because He is always with you. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun Bible stories. See you next time. Moses and the parting of the Red Sea. God's power and deliverance. Hi, kids! Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know what to do? Well, today we're going to hear a story about how God made a way when there was no way. It's the amazing story of Moses and the parting of the Red Sea. Long ago, God's people, the Israelites, were slaves in Egypt. But God sent Moses to tell the mean Pharaoh to let his people go.
No way!
So, God sent 10 big plagues to show Pharaoh that he is God. Finally, Pharaoh gave up and let the Israelites go. Moses led God's people out of Egypt, but suddenly they came to a huge sea called the Red Sea. But then Pharaoh changed his mind. He sent his army to chase after the Israelites.
Moses, we're trapped. What do we do?
Don't be afraid. Trust in God.
Then Moses lifted his staff and prayed to God for help. And then, wow! God made the sea split in half. There was a dry path right in the middle. The Israelites safely reached the other side. But when Pharaoh's army tried to follow them, God made the sea close back up. The Israelites were safe. The Israelites cheered and praised God. They saw that God is powerful and always takes care of His people. This story teaches us that God is always with us. Even when things look impossible, we should trust Him because He can make a way. Did you enjoy this story? If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing Bible stories. See you next time, and remember, God always makes a way. Jonah and the Whale, a story of obedience and God's mercy. This is Jonah. He was a prophet of God. One day, God gave Jonah an important mission.
Jonah, go to the city of Nineveh and tell the people to stop doing bad things.
Nineveh? But they are so wicked. I don't want to go there.
Instead of obeying God, Jonah ran away. He found a ship sailing in the opposite direction.
Phew, now I don't have to go to Nineveh.
But God sent a mighty storm. The waves crashed and the sailors were afraid.
The storm is too strong. We will sink. Someone must have made God angry.
It's my fault. I disobeyed God. Throw me into the sea and the storm will stop.
God didn't let Jonah drown. Instead, He sent a big fish to swallow Jonah.
Oh no! I should have listened to God. I'm so sorry, Lord.
Jonah prayed for 3 days inside the fish, asking for forgiveness. God forgave Jonah. The big fish spit him out, and Jonah decided to obey.
God says stop doing bad things or your city will be destroyed.
We are sorry, God. We will change our ways.
And because the people repented, God showed mercy and saved their city.
I learned that obeying God is always the best choice.
Jonah's story teaches us about obedience, repentance, and God's great mercy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more amazing Bible stories.